Hi guys! I'm a little nervous to do this video today because we're going to talk about a pretty vulnerable topic, but I'm sure it will be fine. I'm gonna call this format Blush and Banter. I'm not that creative with format names. I just asked ChatGPT and Blush and Banter sounded the best. Right now I have like a lot of formats going on. I think I'm going to narrow it down later on. Today we're going to talk about body shaming and body image in relation to things that I have experienced recently, all while I'm doing my makeup. I've been to a couple of Seoul Fashion Week related events recently. This is the first time for me to attend Fashion Week events like that. I've been to the Fashion Week last year and also the year before, but I haven't like attended huge events or anything that was like a big deal or anything. It was a pretty big deal for me this year. The two major things I was invited to were a blue carpet. Blue carpet is basically the same like a red carpet, but maybe like a tiny bit of a lower level. So at the Seoul Fashion Week, all the brands that do a runway show, they can invite their VIP guests, and those VIP guests, they will sit in the first row of the runway show, and they will also be able to walk the blue carpet where a bunch of paparazzi takes photos of them. One of the brands that invited me to watch the runway show asked me if I wanted to walk their blue carpet, and I said yes, acting all like I'm super experienced and this is not a big deal for me, but it was definitely a big deal. Do you know how much confidence you need to stand on a carpet and let people take pictures of you and you cannot see what the pictures look like? The second thing I was invited to was a red carpet thing, also with a runway show. Both the blue carpet and the red carpet were a huge deal for me. The good thing was, for the blue carpet, the brand that invited me said that they would provide my outfit. Also, in case of the blue carpet, one of my friends was also invited, and we were invited together, so we were able to do everything together, which also gave me some kind of security because this friend has also walked the red carpet before, and I felt like I was in good hands with this friend who was more experienced than me and things like that. So the blue carpet dress was provided by the brand, and then for the red carpet I was very insecure what I should wear because I don't have anything in my closet that's suitable for an occasion like that, and I also didn't want to break the bank just to buy a dress for one thing. But then I was lucky because I attended another event, so a third thing. There I talked to a designer and she agreed to provide my outfit for the red carpet event because she was one of the brands that were affiliated with that show where the red carpet would take place. So we got both outfits. I feel secure in my clothing choice. And then the day of the blue carpet comes. My friend and I, we had a driver who drove us all the way to the DDP. The DDP is the place where the Seoul Fashion Week takes place. I asked my friend to step out of the car first because I was too nervous, and she did. Then first I had to walk down this huge set of stairs, and the stairs were way too big, so I couldn't like walk down the stairs in one step each, but then it was too small for 2 steps each. So I'm like, how many steps am I going to take per stair? It was awful, so I was just like kind of like walking. I think it doesn't look as bad in the video, but it felt horrible. And I thought, oh, I should have come to the DDP and just practiced walking down these stairs because the stairs are always there. They were only locked that day for the blue carpet, but usually it's public. And then it's my turn to like stand in front of the photo wall where they take the picture. And I walked there and all these photographers, they're taking their pictures. I mean, my biggest fear was that I was just gonna stand there and no camera goes off, imagine. But they were taking their pictures. I tried to be as confident as I could when taking the pictures, but I wasn't like fully confident. We took the pictures for like 10-15 seconds, and then a guard came and walked me to the runway show. And then my friend came down, she did the same thing, And then we watched the show, and that was it with the blue carpet. And then 2 days later was the red carpet thing. Turns out it wasn't really a red carpet. It was like a photo wall, but there was no like carpet there. It wasn't like this huge ordeal where you would be scared, because like the blue carpet, you're literally scared because there's a huge carpet. The whole setup just puts a lot of pressure on you. But with the thing that was called a red carpet but was technically just a photo wall, it was fine because it wasn't like this huge thing. It was just like, okay, let me just stand here, and then the photographers took photos. So that was fine. I also felt a bit more confident than at the blue carpet because the blue carpet was basically practice for me. And at that point, I had already seen the pictures some of the photographers took of me on the day of the blue carpet, so I was able to kind of look at that and improve the way I pose or the way I want to smile or whatever. So I think I did a better job at the red carpet thing, definitely, because it was my second time doing that. That's how both of those events went. Now I quickly want to talk about how I felt. When you see someone like do those blue carpet, red carpet type of things, most of the times they're gonna look super confident and they're gonna look like they do this every day because you cannot see what they're thinking. I felt horrible after both of those things, not because it wasn't fun, not because I didn't like appreciate and enjoy that experience, but more because I felt so self-conscious. It was like this thing where I had to realize that all the confidence I thought that I had, I need 10 times more than that for things like a blue carpet. I started overthinking like, oh, they took more pictures from my friend, they took more videos from my friend, or they thought I was ugly or whatever, you know, like started getting really insecure and spiraling. But then I had to get it together before the red carpet though. I tried not to spiral too much after the blue carpet. My boyfriend was there for me, and also my friend was there for me because I told her how I felt, that I didn't do a great job. But my friend was really nice and she like encouraged me for the red carpet. So did my boyfriend. So I had a lot of courage again and was ready for the red carpet. I did that, right? And then once the red carpet was done, then I was finally able to not suppress my emotions anymore. You guys have to imagine I didn't get a proper meal in for like 4 or 5 days at that time. Not on purpose, but more like because I kind of underestimated how busy I would be and like didn't really remember taking the time for proper meals. So it was physically very exhausting for me to run from thing to thing at the Seoul Fashion Week. It's possible that the physical exhaustion kind of amplified my mental state. But what I can say is that I definitely realized that there are a couple of things that I need to work on. Things that I've been ignoring, but things that I cannot leave that way. What I'm referring to is I used to go to a lot of events where many content creators would be, or also other creative people. Each and every time I would go to those things, I would feel very horrible when I came back, because every time I go to these things, like my mind tries to convince me that I'm the least attractive, least interesting, least liked person in that room. It's not true, but that's what my mind tries to tell me, and it's this self-sabotage kind of thing, right? So I realized after the red carpet thing that that's definitely something I need to work on, because all the cameras and all the spotlight during the fashion week kind of made this whole issue show up a little better for me and made me realize that it's a bigger issue than I thought. After those events were done, of course, I made videos for my social media. Like I made get ready with me's where I would get dressed in the clothes that the designers provided for me. I made 2 get ready with me's, one for the blue carpet and one for the red carpet. And then I also uploaded photos for both of them. I think I looked pretty fine in those videos and pictures, but like the comments were ruthless. There were 4 type of comments I got. Category number 1 was the super kind comments, the nice people, you guys. People who would just shower me with love and compliments and encouragement. The other three categories are the haters you shouldn't give any attention to. Every time I feel tempted to respond to a hate comment, I respond to one of you guys instead. I'm like, no, don't reward these people. Reward someone who's actually kind to you. And that's worked really well for me to maintain a positive mind when dealing with hate comments. For the sake of this video now, I'm going to talk about those three categories of hate comments. Category number one was just about the outfits I was wearing. I mean, those are fine, I guess. Some of them did write it in a really unnecessarily rude way. They would say things like, the outfit is way too basic for the Seoul Fashion Week, which is not necessarily a hate comment, it's just their opinion, or that it's boring or inappropriate. But I just thought it was kind of funny when they said that the outfits are inappropriate, when it was the designers of those events who provided the outfit for me. So it cannot be inappropriate because they chose it and it's their event, you know. I think I should correct myself. The second category isn't hate, it's criticizing opinions. Category number three was about my hair. Okay, this is the hairstyle I had at the blue carpet. This is the hairstyle I had at the red carpet. I know it's hard to call these hairstyles because I did my hair myself. So on the blue carpet day, I just tied my hair. And on the red carpet day, I just straightened my hair. But because it was so humid outside, it ended up being pretty frizzy and looked like I didn't even brush them. But it was just the humidity that took a toll on my hair. Also, in case of the red carpet, people pointed out how sweaty I looked. That's because I was sweating. Do you guys know how hot it was? I had to wait outside for, I think, half an hour before I could take the red carpet photos. So I was sweating. So my hair also looked sweaty. Those comments didn't really hurt my feelings either. It was just kind of funny to see like how many people had to point out how horrible my hair looks. But then people started going too far. I don't know how visible it will be because it doesn't always show that well, but I have a cowlick right here. So depending on the light and the way my hair is falling, it can look like I have a bald spot here, but it's just a cowlick. And most people have their cowlicks here in the back. I have them in the back and in the front. That's why people keep pointing out that my hair parting makes me look bald, but it's like, even if I change the hair parting, the cowlick is not gonna go away. Now let's get to the last category, which is comments about my body. I just realized I'm talking about the most important topic in the end. Sorry about that. There was an overwhelming amount of comments about my body. To summarize it, people commented that I was too thin. I want to put some context behind it. So usually when I do my videos, most you can see is my face. I mean, right now you will also not be able to tell what kind of body shape I have, not that it's important, but usually you'll see my face. I have a pretty chubby face, really chubby cheeks, and no matter what weight I'm on, I always have like these cheeks. So maybe when people saw me show my full body for the first time in a video, because it wasn't the body they expected, that's why everybody commented on it. I guess if they were used to seeing my body, maybe they would have commented less. That's like kind of the explanation that I'm trying to put there, because it's not like I suddenly lost a lot of weight before I uploaded those Get Ready With Me videos, but it was the first time that my weight got pointed out that much. I did make a video on TikTok quite recently where I explained that my weight just tends to fluctuate a lot. There are times where I weigh like 15 kilos more than right now. There are times where I weigh as much as I do right now. For me, I like both, right? Whether I weigh more or less, I think both is cute, both has its charm. And both weights are healthy. Like if I look at the BMI, I know BMI isn't everything, but like I have to refer to something, right? So other than whether I feel healthy, even the BMI I am at both of those weights indicates that I'm healthy. Now that you have the context, it was crazy how many people said that I look sick, that I don't look beautiful anymore, that it's crazy how much weight I lost, that it's sickening that I would upload myself like that. It was hard for me to understand the logic in some of those comments. First, they would tell me that I should accept that I'm beautiful the way I am, but then they would proceed on saying that right now I look sick and horrible. It just doesn't make sense. Then I thought about all these girls who have a similar body type like I do. How will those girls feel if they read that type of comments on someone's video who looks exactly like them? I upload videos all the time, so I have thick skin. Even if I talk about hate comments right now, it doesn't mean that this is like hurting my mental health, because I think I'm trying to take care of it well. So I think I'm fine. I'm just worried about all the girls who like read those type of comments. No matter what you look like, no matter how much you weigh, no matter what your skin looks like, you're always beautiful. And those people that point out these traits that bother them on other people, they are not just insulting that person, they're insulting everyone who has that trait too. So if you insult someone because of their skin, you're also insulting your cousin who has the same type of skin. People just don't realize what kind of impact their words can have. So although I did mention earlier that I do have some issues with like self-confidence and self-worth, it's a thing that comes in waves, because even the most confident person you see or the biggest star you know, even those people have their moments where they might have a little mental breakdown because they just don't feel as beautiful as they used to or whatever, but then they get over it, and then another time it might come back. Battling with self-worth, self-confidence is something that everybody has. Is this weird to say? Like I think I'm like a self-conscious, self-confident person, but I think this is something that many people can relate to, because if I go somewhere, I'm not gonna show myself being all insecure and all that. I'm gonna like take a breathe in and then be confident and do my thing, and then when I go home, I might need a hug and be like, man, this was tough, like doing like all this confidence play. I feel like confidence is a fake it till you make it type of thing. So you fake your confidence and then you feel real confidence, but then that might get overwhelming, and then, you know, it's a whole thing. It's really tough making sense with topics like this. I tried to write down bullet points with all the things I want to say, but I just ended up in this whole mess. But I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. Moral of the story: any body type is beautiful, any face is beautiful, everyone is beautiful. Be kind to yourself, to each other, and to the people who do write rude comments online. The least you can expect is that people are going to respond to your public rude comment, and they're allowed to tell you that you're rude. So if you're gonna put rude words out there, just be okay with people pointing out that you're rude. As for me, I will work on whatever self-confidence issues that I have. And for all the people who always encourage me and are nice to me, I just want to give myself the same love that the people I love give to me. And I hope you do that too. That's it, we're at the end of this video. I'm sure I will remember a lot of things that I forgot to mention. So if you have anything to add, please comment it down below. I will read everything you guys write, and I hope we can create a positive space for each other. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye!